Prepare to have your mind blown by these astonishing psychological facts about human behavior, love, and women. The intricacies of human behavior, particularly in the context of love, intimacy, and the emotional complexities that define men and women's relationships, are some of the most fascinating topics in psychology. As we dive deeper into these astonishing facts, you'll come to see just how our emotions, actions, and even subconscious thoughts play a significant role in shaping our interactions with others. Number 1. Post-intercourse behavior, the emotional and physical dynamics. In the realm of intimacy, one of the most distinct differences between men and women is what happens after intercourse. Women often experience a strong desire for emotional and physical connection post-sex, while men tend to feel an overwhelming sense of relaxation, sometimes leading them to fall asleep. This difference is deeply rooted in the biological and hormonal processes that occur during and after sex. For women, the experience of intimacy extends far beyond the act itself. The release of oxytocin during orgasm, the so-called love hormone, creates an emotional bond between partners, making them feel closer and more connected. Oxytocin plays a pivotal role in bonding behaviors such as cuddling, affectionate touching, and communication. After sex, many women feel emotionally vulnerable and seek further reassurance from their partner, whether through touch, conversation, or simply being present. This need for emotional connection can often be misunderstood by men who, due to their hormonal differences, experience a different post-sexual response. After intercourse, men experience a surge of prolactin, a hormone that induces feelings of relaxation and sleepiness. This surge in prolactin explains why men often roll over and fall asleep after sex. It's a biological response to the act. While it may seem as though men are emotionally disconnected after intimacy, this is not the case. They are simply responding to their body's natural hormonal changes. Understanding this fundamental difference can significantly enhance the post-sexual experience for both partners. Men who recognize their partner's need for emotional closeness can offer reassurance through small gestures like holding hands, maintaining physical contact, or engaging in light conversation. This doesn't just fulfill the woman's emotional needs, but also strengthens the bond between the couple, making the experience more fulfilling for both. On the flip side, women can understand that their partner's desire to sleep isn't a rejection or sign of disinterest. It's a natural biological process. By working together and communicating openly, couples can create a post-intimacy environment that satisfies both partners' needs, helping to foster a deeper emotional connection. Number 2. The positive feedback loop of sexual satisfaction. The idea of a positive feedback loop in relationships, especially in terms of sexual satisfaction, is rooted in psychology and human behavior. When a woman feels both physically and emotionally satisfied after sex, it triggers a desire for repeated and enjoyable experiences. This is where the concept of the feedback loop comes into play. Each satisfying encounter builds on the last, reinforcing the desire for more. In many cases, this loop begins with emotional satisfaction. For women, the emotional connection felt during and after sex often enhances their physical experience. If a woman feels emotionally close to her partner, her physical pleasure increases, creating a cycle where emotional and physical satisfaction reinforce each other. Over time, this leads to stronger emotional bonds and greater sexual satisfaction in the relationship. For men, the feedback loop operates in a slightly different way. While men may not always need the same level of emotional connection as women to feel sexually satisfied, they do benefit from the physical reinforcement of a satisfying sexual experience. When a man feels confident in his ability to please his partner, it boosts his self-esteem and reinforces his desire to continue engaging in sexual activity. This creates a cycle of positive reinforcement where both partners benefit from the satisfaction of the other. Couples who understand and nurture this feedback loop often report higher levels of sexual satisfaction and emotional intimacy. By focusing on each other's needs and finding ways to create fulfilling experiences, they can maintain a healthy and thriving sexual relationship. In fact, studies have shown that couples who communicate openly about their sexual needs and desires are more likely to stay together and report higher levels of relationship satisfaction. Number 3. Self-touch and hormonal influence. Unlocking the power of confidence. One of the lesser-known but highly impactful aspects of women's sexuality is the relationship between self-touch and elevated hormone levels. Women who frequently engage in self-care, whether through acts of personal grooming or sexual exploration, often experience elevated levels of sex hormones like estrogen and testosterone. These hormones are critical for maintaining sexual desire, energy levels, and overall emotional well-being. Estrogen, often referred to as the female hormone, plays a significant role in regulating the menstrual cycle, promoting healthy skin, and maintaining emotional balance. Testosterone, though commonly associated with men, is equally important for women as it drives sexual desire, boosts energy, and influences mood. Women who are comfortable with their bodies and frequently engage in self-touch, whether through moisturizing their skin, pampering themselves, or exploring their sexual desires, are often more confident and sexually satisfied. This self-awareness and body positivity allow them to feel more connected to their own bodies, which in turn enhances their sexual experiences with a partner. Moreover, research has shown that women who take the time to engage in self-care and self-exploration often report higher levels of sexual satisfaction in their relationships. This is because they have a clearer understanding of their own needs and desires, which allows them to communicate those needs more effectively to their partner. In turn, this leads to a more fulfilling sexual relationship for both parties. Number 4. The art of surprise in sexual relationships. One of the most intriguing aspects of sexual dynamics is the element of surprise. Many men believe that boasting about their sexual prowess will impress their partners and lead to better sexual experiences. However, studies have shown that surprising a woman with your bedroom skills is far more effective than talking about them beforehand. When high expectations are set through boasting or self-promotion, the risk of disappointment increases. If the reality doesn't live up to the hype, it can create feelings of frustration or dissatisfaction. On the other hand, when a partner exceeds expectations without any prior boasting, it creates a pleasant surprise that enhances the overall experience. This is because the brain's reward system is activated when an experience surpasses expectations, releasing dopamine and increasing feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. The psychology behind this is rooted in human nature. People are more likely to enjoy an experience if it exceeds their expectations rather than just meeting them. In sexual relationships, this principle is especially important. Keeping a sense of mystery and surprise alive in the bedroom can prevent the relationship from becoming stagnant and help maintain excitement over time. For men, this means focusing less on talking about their skills and more on demonstrating them in creative and unexpected ways. Whether it's trying something new in the bedroom or surprising your partner with a thoughtful gesture, the element of surprise can go a long way in keeping the relationship exciting and fulfilling. Number 5. Reading the signs of disinterest, the power of body language. Understanding. Body language is one of the most powerful tools in human communication. Women, in particular, often rely on subtle non-verbal cues to express their feelings, especially when it comes to romantic or sexual interest. Learning to read these cues can provide valuable insight into a woman's level of interest or disinterest. For example, when a woman is disinterested in a conversation or romantic interaction, she may avoid eye contact, look down, or turn her body away from the person she is speaking with. These are all signs that she is not engaged or interested in continuing the interaction. In many cases, these cues operate on a subconscious level, meaning that the woman may not even be aware that she is giving off these signals. On the other hand, when a woman maintains eye contact during a conversation or intimate moment, it is a clear sign of interest and engagement. Eye contact is one of the most powerful ways to communicate attraction, trust, and intimacy. When a woman locks eyes with someone, it signals that she is fully present and connected, both emotionally and physically. Understanding these non-verbal cues can help men navigate romantic interactions with greater confidence. By paying attention to a woman's body language, men can gain insight into her level of interest and adjust their behavior accordingly. This can prevent misunderstandings and help foster deeper connections in both romantic and platonic relationships. Number 6. The sensitivity of the female body, unlocking new heights of pleasure. The female body is a complex and fascinating organism capable of experiencing pleasure in a variety of ways. One of the most astonishing facts about female sexuality is that approximately 1% of women are capable of achieving a full orgasm solely through breast stimulation. While this may seem surprising, it speaks to the incredible sensitivity of the female anatomy. The breasts, particularly the nipples, are highly sensitive erogenous zones that are directly connected to the brain's pleasure centers. For some women, stimulation of the nipples can trigger an orgasm that is just as powerful, if not more so, than genital stimulation. This highlights the importance of exploring different forms of touch and stimulation in sexual relationships. Moreover, the clitoris, a small yet incredibly powerful part of the female anatomy, is the only body part that never ages. Unlike other parts of the body that may lose sensitivity or function over time, the clitoris retains its sensitivity throughout a woman's life. This means that sexual pleasure can continue to be a significant and enjoyable part of a woman's life well into old age. For many women, sexual satisfaction in their later years is actually higher than in their younger years. This is often due to a combination of factors, including increased self-awareness, greater confidence in their bodies, and a deeper understanding of their sexual needs. Women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond often report more intense and fulfilling orgasms.